Hey, it's good to be here with you guys tonight, and we have a lot to talk about. Of course, the main thing is the debate. Did you see this thing? It was Monday night, U.S. time, right? Clinton versus Trump, billed as the debate of the century, right? Only 16 years in. And I tell you, they said between 80 and 100 million people tuned into this thing. That's getting up there on a par with the Super Bowl. So this was a big deal, even to Trump, a big deal. And you'd think with 80 to 100 million people tuning in, that maybe, just maybe, people would get ready for that, right? That's what I thought. And Hillary Clinton did, of course. She's the, straight A student type, probably cramming in the library, that kind of thing. But Trump, wow, totally ad-libbing out of nowhere. Even for him, it was a pretty loose cannon type of night. I was shocked. It started right up front. I mean, within, 5 minutes maybe, it seemed like he was auditioning to be the sniffer-in-chief, didn't it? Did you notice that? Which is funny because he'd been insulting Hillary Clinton, kind of baiting her before the debate because she'd been ill. Remember that? She fell off the curb after the 9/11 memorial. They had to load her into the van like a side of beef or something. I mean, she was just gone there, right? And so Trump's been hammering away at that, saying, sleep well, Hillary, take a nice break, enjoy your time, get well, Madam Secretary, implying that he's the healthy, strong one to be good in the debate and to run the country, right? So then he comes out, and within 5 minutes, the first 5 minutes, he's standing there, and she was fine. Boy, was she even keeled. I think they must have pumped her full of probably a bicycle pump's worth of preventative herbal remedy or something, because she didn't have a single sniffle all night. I mean, she was rock solid, and Trump's over there the whole time. And when he wasn't doing that, he was taking massive gulps of water. Did you see that too? I mean, which is funny also, because during the primary, he was making fun of Marco Rubio the whole time because he was seriously the head gulper of the whole group. Remember that? Boy, when he gave his response to the president's State of the Union address, and he got dry mouth, and was that the most awkward reach for a drink of water or what? And I tell you, this is why we've got to really try to... I'm Marco Rubio, right? That whole thing. And Trump was all over it. In the campaign, he had a bottle of water out there with him. He kept slinging water from the podium saying, oh, Marco Rubio, right? So it's pretty funny that Trump takes to the podium on Monday night, and between sniffs, he's taking gulps of water. So it's... And when he wasn't doing that, he was giving his one-word authoritative responses, his favorite one being, wrong, wrong. So what a combo, huh, for the guy who is supposedly the media image king. There's Trump up there, wrong, wrong. And on that wrong bit, this is sort of funny. If I were his publicist or media consultant, whoever's in charge of that part of the Trump campaign, I would mention to him, Donald, when you're going to give that one-word authoritative shutdown, it works so much better if the person actually is wrong at that moment. It's just so much more effective, that nuanced, highly developed response you've created. Wrong. It's much better if the person actually is wrong. With him, she could have said, the sun rises in the morning. Wrong. Huh? Not quite as effective, Don, when the thing she said was true. But let's not kid ourselves that that's all she spoke were truths all night. This is possibly the funniest part of the whole thing. You expect to tune into a debate and get some substance on the issues. Where's the country going to go? What are we going to change? What are we going to get right or keep right? Something. Oh, not with these two. The lies were flying fast and furious. Both sides, lest you think I'm creating a false equivalency. Now, he does lie more than she does, but she is a big league liar, right? We know this because Politico, which is an American media outlet that focuses on, you guessed it from the name, politics, they did a study of each candidate recently for a 5-day period. So on the trail with Hillary, on the trail with Trump, okay? And they recorded the lies. They had their fact checkers in tow. And at the end of it, they concluded in their official report, Hillary Clinton lies every 12 minutes. Every 12 minutes, which is pretty bad, I would say. But Trump lies every 3 minutes. Yes, and when you get into the debate, boy, the lies are going so quickly, the fact checkers are just drowning. And the networks had to deal with this, of course, because they're thinking, we have some responsibility here. If somebody totally lies during the debate, shouldn't we correct that for the electorate so people know how to vote? Yeah, but how do we do that? You know, that little crawl, that thing at the bottom of the screen that has text coming up, I mean, it's only about that tall, right? You can't fill that with text quickly enough. I mean, it's going to scroll right off the top because the next lies come so quickly. So the whole audience would be seeing lie, 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 lie. They said, well, how about we raise it up halfway up the screen? Well, the problem, then the candidates look like this the whole rest of the time, looking over the top as the lie corrections are right below them. Lie, lie, lie. Then they thought, well, how about this? Why don't we just correct them audibly while they're speaking? Oh, that would be an enjoyable debate. With this stuff going on, this truth emergency in tow, it would have sounded like this. There's Clinton. He hasn't paid taxes ever. He had to submit only 2 tax returns, and he didn't pay tax in either one of those years. Fact check, lie. Trump had to submit 5 years of tax returns for that casino thing, and didn't pay tax in only 2 of them. In 3 of them, he did pay tax. And now back to the debate. But they get back to the debate, and Trump's already saying something else. Ford is going to move from Michigan down to Mexico, and it's going to take thousands and thousands of jobs. It's terrible what's going on to the people of Michigan. Fact check. Ford CEO Mark Field claims not a single job will be lost to Mexico in this transition. Yeah, well, what does he know? He's just the president of the company. I mean, they just couldn't keep up with this level of lying, huh? But then you think, well, so what? If that many lies are flying in the debate, who cares about tuning into the thing, huh? That's what I started wondering about. But then you think, how are people supposed to choose? Lies on the right, lies on the left, lie, lie, lie. Nobody can agree on anything. It's all an image deal. Or is it? Let me just break it down. Here is a public service straight from Talk in Tokyo. If you are an American voter and you get to actually have a say in the outcome of this thing the whole world is watching, here's what I recommend. Real simple contrasts. First of all, they lie, right? Even if they're telling the truth, they're not going to stick to that campaign promise once they're elected. So there's really no point paying attention to much of anything that gets said during this time. So you just look at the big picture. And here it is for you voters out there. Hillary Clinton, you get boring same. Donald Trump, you get zany change. Boring same with Clinton, zany change Trump. Everything, you know what you're going to get with her. It's going to be exactly the same as it is now. Not better, not worse. Some people like that. With Trump, fitting for his profession, you are rolling those dice in the casino, baby. It may come up double sixes. It may come up double ones. Snake eyes, you don't know, and maybe that's fun for you. Zany change on the right, boring same on the left. Or here's another one. How about this? She's the big scandaler, right? He's the manhandler. That's another convenient comparison between the two. She is in constant scandal. Constant. People used to say, boy, her scandal has already begun before she's even in the White House. Already begun? The scandals began 30 years ago with the Clintons. They simply never stop. Of course there's a scandal before she gets in. There's always a scandal. With Trump, boy, he's just a manhandler, bulldozing over beauty pageant contest winners and TV show hosts. Anybody he wants, boy, bulldoze him over, the manhandler, right? So, the big scandaler, Clinton, or the manhandler, Trump. How about another one? How are we going to spend the next 4 years? Here's a nice rhyming mnemonic device. With Clinton, you're going to get a trip to court. With Trump, you're going to get contact sport. Huh? Easy to remember, right? Clinton there is guaranteed going to be special investigators, prosecutors, testimonies, lies, half-truths, follow-ups, trip to court, back to court. With Trump, contact sport, baby, the rugby of politics. You know, wrong even when he's not. If he's lying every 3 minutes now, Once he's in office, it's going to be about every 30 seconds. Those are your three basic comparisons to help you choose which way you want to go. Unless you think I've been a little too hard on the Donald tonight and maybe not enough on her, the only thing that happens more frequently than every 12 minutes with Hillary Clinton is one of her enemies disappears. And I don't want to be that guy because somebody's got to keep you going with this show. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. Thanks for joining us. I hope this handy voting guide is helpful to you Americans. And we will be back.